Hi, this is Elizabeth with History Unboxed, and I'm here today to share with you a 4,000-year-old Cinderella story from ancient Egypt. It's so cool how stories, fairy tales like Cinderella have been present throughout time and across many different cultures. And this is one that predates the version that you're probably familiar with, but you'll notice a lot of common themes. This is The Girl with the Rose Red Slippers from ancient Egypt. Long ago in Egypt, there lived a merchant named Haraxos. He had grown rich in his old age and lived in a beautiful house near the mouth of the Nile River. He was a kind man, but he was lonely and longed for someone to share his riches. One day, when he was walking in the marketplace, he saw a great crowd gathered. Everyone was looking at a beautiful girl who was about to be sold as a slave. She had white skin and cheeks of blushing roses, and Haraxos was enchanted. He had never seen anyone so lovely. At that moment, he made up his mind to buy her and bring her home, but not as a slave, as his own daughter. When the girl arrived home, Haraxos entered and asked her name. She said Rhodopis, and she had been captured by pirates when she was a child and lived in slavery. Haraxos was deeply moved by her tale, and his love, he lavished gifts and jewels and beautiful clothing upon her, including a pair of delicate rose-red slippers. Rhodopis treasured these gifts until one day a strange thing happened. It was a hot afternoon, and Rhodopis was bathing in the marble-edged pool in her secret garden. Suddenly, an eagle swooped out of the blue sky and seized one of the rose-red slippers which was lying by the water's edge. The eagle ignored Rhodopis's startled cries and took to the air with the rose-red slipper in its talons. That very afternoon, Pharaoh Amasis was sitting in his court, listening to his people and pondering the gods. Suddenly, out of the sky, the eagle, the sacred bird of the god Horus, swooped down and dropped the rose-red slipper right onto Pharaoh's lap. The people cried out in surprise, and Amasis too was much taken aback. But he looked at the beautiful slipper, and he knew it must have been sent by the gods, for it was so lovely, it must belong to the most beautiful girl in the world. Right away, the Pharaoh decreed that his messengers search the land for the owner of the rose-red slipper, so that she might be brought to the palace and become his bride. The messengers bowed before him. "Life, health, and strength to the Pharaoh. Pharaoh has spoken, and his command shall be obeyed." They went out into the great land of Egypt and searched for the girl whose foot would fit the slipper. At last, they came to the house of Haraxos and showed Rhodopis the rose-red slipper. When she saw it, she cried out in surprise and quickly fetched the other. When the servants slipped them on her tiny feet, they could see how well they fit, for they had been made just for her. They knelt before her and said, "The good god Pharaoh Amasis, life, health, and strength be to him, bids you come with speed to his palace." Rhodopis said goodbye to Haraxos and set out to the palace. When she arrived and the Pharaoh Amasis saw her beauty, he was sure that the gods had sent her to him. He made her his royal queen and lady over Egypt, and they lived happily together for the rest of their lives. Thank you for joining us for this Cinderella story from ancient Egypt, The Girl with the Rose Red Slippers. Please like and subscribe. That really helps us a lot. And visit us back here frequently as we're always adding new videos. After all, the story of history never ends. You can also check out more awesome hands-on history activities at historyunboxed.com. Bye!